Seeing that two acquaintances of mine are most likely acquaintances no more, and it seems that neither one could really give a damn, that honestly, that saddens me. And it kind of went over the whole thing of, a part of it was labels. And, that right there, sometimes that can just be enough for anybody. Okay, that's just me. Dang it, that's just me checking stuff. But labels, that when they kept using labels. And there are people that say, I hate using labels, I don't like labels. And you know what? There's a legitimate reason to not like labels. And this is why. Because when you use a label, all you're really doing is saying, this is all you are. And that's it. That's all you are. So I could be friends with any person out there, but if they find out I'm an atheist, then you know what that means? Whatever label that they have placed with being an atheist, all of me is judged as that. So obviously, being an atheist, I must worship the devil. I just want to sin because that's all I really want to do. I'm an atheist because I want to sin. I'm an atheist because I've been infected by the devil. I mean, whatever it is bad. Okay, so I'm bad. You know what? I also like futanari. I'm obviously sick and gross in the head, and I need help. I need so much help. Although I have no idea of even how to begin or even want to begin search of the futa lifestyle. I don't even know, because it don't even exist. In truth, it can't exist at the moment. Give it about 5 or 10 years, or right now if somebody has enough ingenuity and brain power to make it work. But if you find that someone's like a construction work, he's like, yeah, they do construction. They work the the bulldozer. That's what they work. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. So yeah, man, yeah, I heard about you, man. Yeah, you're in construction. Well, yeah, that's part of me, but I also like checkers. But how you gonna like checkers? You do construction work. That's all you are. That's all you need to be. Now, a lot of people out there might say, well, that's dumb. Nobody's ever going to think that stupid stuff. But you know what? That's all it's been for so long, and that's how it is now. There are people that hear somebody say, oh, yeah, you know what? I'm a Christian, and I believe Lord is all. And it's like, what? Okay, now you're classified as dumb as fuck. You're dumb and you're crazy because you believe in something that obviously can't exist for every possible reason, whatnot. So atheists are evil and crazy and want to sin, and religious people are stupid, blind believers following what? And that's it. No, you could be a good mom, but no, you're not. You're religious. You could be a great person in conversation about politics or knitting or a hobby of yours, but no, you're not, because you're religious. They ignore all of that awesome good stuff about you just because of a label. See, labels are good to put on someone when you don't want to think. See, when you don't want to think, you don't want to use that thing above your neck. That's when you want to place a label. You know what? I look at Sidra and say, you know what? Dang, you kind of got a fro going. Everybody with a fro got to have that pick. So what? Just fight the power, huh? Kill Whitey. That's all you want. That's all you'll ever be, because you got a fro. So it's like, well, damn, you just went way out left field. Oh man, no, I saw the pick. I saw the fight the power pick. That's it. Oh, and why the pick got to be black? Huh? Why got to be black? Why can't it be white pick? It's like, what is wrong with you? So labels do that. Well, he's a technician. Cool. He don't know nothing about anything else. Hey, you know what? Why would you want to go to a technician about somebody that flip burgers? They got critiques on flipping burgers. I don't know, maybe because they spent 20 years flipping burgers before they became a technician and been a technician for 15 years. I could talk to somebody about bagging. I did bagging for a short amount of time, but I got really good at it. So if I'm in the grocery store and I'm talking to somebody about bagging, when and how and where and whatnot, and I can see that they're new, what are you going to say? Well, look at him. You don't see him working here. You don't see a grocery store thing on his shirt or something, so don't listen to him. No, I can tell you what to do. I can tell you how to do it. It's pretty cool. I was a long time ago working at a place. I had just learned about Hacky Sack. I saw this person playing, and this is a true story. This girl was playing, and she had the ball balanced on the top of her foot. Okay, right there, roughly at the toes of the foot. So the idea was to kick it up just a little, swing your foot around it, and catch it. All right. Problem is, she kept kicking it to the left or knocking it to the right. And I made the simple thing of, I said, you're not getting your foot low enough. You got to drop your foot down a little bit low before you bring it back under. And this dude that I pretty much had a few run-ins with, he was like, look who's giving you advice. Look who's, and I said it again. He was like, well, look who's telling you. Basically saying, one, Cedric's a shit. And two, he's not an expert at Hacky Sack, so why are you going to listen to him? You know what? You know why you want to listen to me? Because I'm the one that's observing what's happening. I am looking at you. I am seeing what you're trying to do. And I'm like, oh, I see the problem. She is kicking it because she's not dropping her foot low enough. He isn't even worried about trying to help somebody. He's trying to destroy somebody else because he's obviously placed a label on me at some point. He don't work. He's not a Hacky Sack expert. He's working on signs, or I've known him to work with computers and not really very well. Too bad he didn't understand why I wasn't working very well with him. But fuck him. But at the same time, fuck anybody that's going to go with labels. Labels suck. They really do. And it kind of spawned with a little bit of zodiac signs. It's like, look, I'm an Aquarius. So what does that mean? It's like, well, you're an Aquarius. You're all about love and stuff. No, you hippie. Why don't you read a little bit about an Aquarius? I read up on my sign a few times in the past, when zodiac signs were all about, just the sign, about the guideline of a person, not saying what the person is, not their whole personality, not all of that. It's a guideline of that person. That's what it was meant to be. So when someone says it's all about an Aquarius is about love and friendship and things like that, they have a general understanding of almost anybody, because everybody would like to have a friend or two here and there. Everybody would like to be about peace, but then you got the nuance of what is peace to them? What do they view as peace? You got to think about that. So for me, when I read up on my sign, mine said that an Aquarius is not jealous. I'm like, fuck that. I'm real jealous. I wasn't at first. I was taught to be jealous. At first, I was like, hey, man, anyone and everyone. But life experiences ruin certain things. And even then, sometimes it's not jealousy. In truth, it's not jealousy. My family put on the label of me being a jealous person and spoiled. You get everything you want. You get all that you ask for. Actually, truth is, my younger cousin got everything and stuff he didn't ask for. Matter of fact, sometimes he didn't even ask for it. He just snapped his damn fingers, it seemed like. I mean, when you can go trick-or-treating and come back with roughly 40 to 50 pounds of candy, good grief. When you have a brother that can get you free games, when you got a dad that makes enough money to get you whatever you want that you can just toss away and say you was bored with it, and yet you're not labeled spoiled when you start crying and throwing literal tantrums when you get a no for something, but you're not spoiled. But however, I'm spoiled. So labels suck. See, I was spoiled how? If my parents said, we are going to do this, I expect them to do that. Now, if they had to call an audible but didn't tell me, I got pissed that they didn't tell me. I'm like, I expected this because you told me this. Now all of a sudden, no, and then you're going to do what you want to do. Yes, I got pissed. Did I throw a tantrum? No, I just had to eat that. I just had to deal with it and move on. Go to my room, play what little games or what little toys I got, and literally move on. I didn't throw myself on the floor or nothing. I didn't get everything I want. I barely got anything I want. My parents, if they managed their money right, they would have been sitting pretty with a lot of money. A whole lot of money, but they sucked. And then when I would make a suggestion, what do you know? You're not working. You don't have this. And I'm like, but you're spending $600 on stuff that nobody's going to do anything with. You're wasting your money on that. Why don't you just not get that and save the money for something else? What do you know? So, well, shit. They put the label on me that I obviously ain't worth a shit. Don't listen to me. What do I know? You don't have money. Why would you listen to you? Because I can observe you wasting your damn money. I observe you giving person B money. Person B takes money and says, fuck all with it. And you're like, I'm mad at you, the son, that we don't have any money. Does that make any sense? So when someone tells me something and I expect to get it and I don't get it because they want to do fuck all with something else, yes, I get upset. I mean, that's all I can do is get upset. And I was labeled mainly by my grandma and some others, you're spoiled and you're jealous. Can't see how, just can't see how. I was promised, if I promise you, the listener, something, and I don't give it, and then you get upset with me, what am I going to say? Damn, you spoiled. You expected something from me that I told you that I was going to give you, and you're mad that you didn't get it? What's wrong with you? Why are you bringing up old shit? Why are you bothering about this? Why don't you just move on? Why don't you just get over it? Why are you trying to hold a grudge? Oh, there's a whole lot of shit. There's a whole lot of shit. And it's not fair to me, to you, or anyone. Just because someone's a jerk or an asshole doesn't mean that injustice can't happen to them. So, keep that stuff in mind. Labels are not for anyone and used by everyone. So the only way that we can move past labels, honestly, is if we stop using labels and start just understanding that they are not that thing. And that one thing does not define them. That one thing describes a single small part of them. We don't know the universe, but we know there's plenty of stars and suns and stuff in it. We know there are planets. We know there are comets. We know there's suns. We know there's gravity. We know there are orbits. That doesn't mean we know the entire universe. We just know that aspect of the universe. I would like to go near a dark star one day, but I can't. Because by label, there are holes in space and they warp space-time and do all this other stuff that nobody has any idea if it's true or not. But we're going to believe it because labels. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening. Yeah, you're listening. You're such a damn listener. You've been labeled. You're such a listener. You all suck. Listeners suck. They all suck, listeners. They all go out and fornicate and kill people. Listeners make me so damn sick. You know what? None of you listeners deserve me. I'm going to go play with my Transformers because I'm a big kid. They've closed down. I miss them. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.